are suffering because of the bio bubble, the COVID situation. Do you think it's a more difficult tour because the security will also be on your minds?
To be honest, before we got here, obviously the security was obviously a big part. But then we arrived here and we saw the extent of the amount of security there is here. I think the guys have gotten a lot more comfortable. Obviously, it looks like every corner is checked, all bases are covered, touch wood. But at the moment we feel safe. There's a lot happening. From when we landed, there was a lot of security. So for now, we're feeling really safe. So there's nothing that for now, we're just worrying about cricket.
Faizan?
Yeah, thanks. Quinton, this is Faizan Lakhani from Geo Television. My question is, you haven't played in Pakistan for last 13 years, and Pakistan has always been a very good side at their home soil. How challenging it is going to be for your side, and how are you planning to cope up with the challenge?
Yeah, obviously, playing the Pakistan team in their own conditions is always going to be tough. I think playing most teams in their own conditions always tough. I think our biggest challenge is the conditions that we could face. The unknowing of the things that we're going to have to deal with. I think when you go to a place like Australia, India, wherever you go, you kind of know what you're going to get. I think the unknowing of the things that are going to happen, yeah, I think that's a big part. But I'm sure Bouch and one or two of the other guys who have played will keep us up to date of how the conditions and how everything works here.
Quinton, this is Khalid from Dawn. My question to you is, considering what Pakistan had gone through in recent weeks, with losing to New Zealand very badly, and then the sort of a panic button being pressed, and there have been so many changes. You must have read it in the newspaper. Now, you think that will be beneficial for South Africa in the sense that Pakistan will be largely be inexperienced side when you take them in the first test on the 26th of January?
No, I don't think that counts for anything. To be honest, I think I've played in New Zealand before. It's difficult to bat there if you haven't played there before. And that same team that played in New Zealand, for them to come play in their own conditions will probably be a much better fighting team. I can guarantee you that. I think, obviously, knowing that Baba is coming back, obviously one of their main players, I think they're gonna. No one in the team has played here in Pakistan before, bar one or two of our coaches. So we've had one or two chats. We go through the preparation. Obviously, we do understand the subcontinent spin and reverse swing does play a big part. So we're making sure we got all our bases covered in our preparation.
Hi, Captain. This is Shoaib Jatt from Pakistan, a journalist. Can you please fix the frame because your head is out of the frame? Thank you. Thank you. My question is that in COVID circumstances, every team have to spend or have to face the quarantine at least 14 days. But Pakistan Cricket Board is allowed to join you a field, which is very good sign. Would you like to praise the Pakistan Cricket Board? They are giving you a facility to come out from hotel and do your preparation. And the second question is, how would you rate the Pakistan environment? Because South Africa team came here after 13 years. So would you like to comment about it?
Two things, obviously, two questions. Obviously, yeah, it helps that we don't have to do 2 weeks quarantine. To be honest, I think going forward, 2 weeks quarantine is almost out of the picture because we're playing so much cricket. So it's a big help that Pakistan, the board, let us come out and start preparing early. I think obviously it does help out a lot. And then obviously, well, to be honest, you know, we haven't really seen much of Pakistan. We're across the road from the hotel, where we practice our training facility. So, and we only allowed in our rooms and in the team room. So I haven't been able to see much of Pakistan at all, to be fair. Just, but the rooms look quite nice though, at least.
Thanks, Quinton. And just before we continue, I would like to just ask everybody to stick to one question each, because we do have quite a lot of people who would like to ask a question. We're gonna head on to Shahid Hashmi, and then Faizan Lakani and Khalid Khan. Shahid, you can go next.
Quinton, usually teams